they still playing? Anyways, so all right. Somebody lackluster. Girl, this is like somebody's spouse is stealing their fucking identity, man. This person could be out for something that they did. Eight of Swords in reverse. They could be out of some type of imprisonment, male or female, I'm hearing. Normally, we just get female energy with this, but I'm getting a male or a female that's having to, like, screw their way to the top or humiliate themselves to the top. Or back into a spot. Okay? This is also somebody that want to use the fact that you are choosing not to deal with people at all right now as a means if they're doing something big, or they're trying to call up old friends to come around them and act like they're like doing something. Okay, whatever this is. So we got the Hermit in reverse here, and then we got the Devil that wanted to come out in the upright for the Hermit, but it actually just fell in reverse. So somebody feel like this Hermit is untouchable, but I don't think that this is true. All right, and then we got the Knight of Pentacles coming up in the upright. And the Knight of Pentacles was taking money, giving it to somebody that don't got nothing to do with a relationship. So this could be like a court case went on or something like they did to Britney Spears, where she wasn't able to be at her own, well, she wasn't able to defend herself, or they were saying that she should have been at the Diddy trial. I really don't know why, but, you know, she didn't get to speak for herself. But I think the Diddy trial is hiding something else. This could even be them trying to take like an innocent person, like somebody that's not having nothing to do with the industry, like me. But my energy could have been used in the industry, right? My essence, right? Somebody could be trying to lock me up for something like, oh, this person doesn't do anything, they're boring, whatever this is. Let's let somebody out that know how to have fun or whatever. Because these people is like, that's why I said these people like high school students, 50, 60, 80-year-old high school people. This is why we can't grow as a nation. So somebody was giving some money to somebody else. This is like somebody that knew what was going to happen in the future, that I was not going to take them back after these games, this demon or something, which I don't even know why these people think that they can have real relationships. To take from living beings or something that can actually have something, they're using us as vassals of light so that they can obtain stuff off of us and take it into the dark. It's just weird. But you got the Strength card in reverse. So this means that somebody was giving it to somebody that was foreign to the situation. This is like somebody went through a divorce court case, international or some other kind of way, which sounds ridiculous to me, or heathen court amongst their own people, and brought the relationships amongst their own people. But it's one person is a heathen and one person is holy. So they could have took and did the whole thing there to distribute some type of finances, or they could have said, hey, you got to pay child support or you got to pay alimony. And somebody said, okay, but they were sending it to the woman that they already got kids with while they were still in this relationship. They could have hid this person in another state so that you would not know that they had kids with somebody else, so you wouldn't have evidence to battle against them in court with. And the person is sending the person is getting the child support is a person that could have kidnapped your original child with the DNA of that father. They could have kidnapped the child and replaced it with a clone or a robot or something like this. And so they're already, like, somebody is getting alimony in my name, right? Saying that they're the Christ, but they're not, right? Or saying they're Shalonda Bruton and they're not, or whatever other name they be using for me. They could have changed my name in order to do this under the radar. They could have changed the name on a divorce or something like this, or a separation or a contract. Dispersing. This is about dispersing something here. All right. So somebody, this is like this, the Rob and Black China kind of energy here too. All right. Because if Rob is a clone of my spouse or my person or my guy or whatever, then the public aspect of what they're doing with Black China, it really is registering or talking about a child that could be out there that I don't even know that I have, right? So somebody was giving this to somebody else that don't have nothing to do with this, okay? Like I said, this could be somebody that was with you for 10 years and was selling your eggs. Your spouse was doing something invasive, allowing people to come in your house and steal from your reproductive system, or they were transferring you to other places so that they can extract these eggs, keeping a clone of you in your consciousness at the house and having you go birth children in other countries, other places, or go to facilities and get stuff removed from your body without your permission. So somebody would have had to have a conservatorship, or they would have had to have a what do you call it, power of attorney or something like this, okay, over a person for no reason, okay? So I could be talking online, speaking my piece, but this person is really going and making moves around town, going to lawyers and stuff like this, okay? So if I say, hey, can I use some of our finances? I want to get a lawyer because I think somebody's stealing my identity. The person will not give you money for that. But they were spending money on a lawyer to do something behind your back treasonous, all right? So walk it like a talking. This is like somebody like, hey, I'm about to get a person and start fucking on them, you know, if you're not going to be giving me none. And you still going to be getting recorded. I'm going to use the last of my resources to watch your ass. And you're going to get your ass caught. And then, but see, that's why I said they're not trying to leave a person alone because they need your energy. But at the same time, they feel like they're untouchable or they're unseen. And it's something like a group of men like over sexualizing a young lady or exploiting a young lady, and then getting that lady attention, offers, things like this in the dark, whether she was involved with it or not. And then now somebody thinks that you got to get payback. They want to hurt you. And they want to allow for your person to like be out in the person probably had to have shadow lovers, right? So they had to do everything they had to do was underground or in the background or something. But now they're going to let this person explore with like your next door neighbors, or you got to worry about this person sleeping with. That's if you worried about this person. I mean, you could be in a situation where shit is hard out here. You could be one of these people that got to go live in a hotel, or you could stay in the house with this motherfucker until you figure out what you're going to do and then move on. Shit, the bills paid, the heat is on. What the fuck for? It don't mean that I want to be with this person. This is the situation that a lot of Americans could be finding themselves in. It's not nothing that's not normal. It's just the people that are spying on people and putting their shit on blast to try to make them feel some kind of way, to get some kind of views or get some kind of, I don't know, whatever this is. But you don't have the right to exploit somebody else. Exploit yourself, your damn self. You don't have the right to be a man or supposed to be protecting your family or protecting women under your household, and you inviting women back in so you can exploit them all in the shower and make money off of them. You taking your ass to jail. And you gonna be mad at them people. You're gonna be mad at them people that convince you to do that shit. So we got the moon in reverse here. Something is being unveiled about this person taking some money over to another country, taking this money to someone else, right? So again, somebody could say, why don't you, all the hoes that this person messing with could be witches or on a neuro chip, and they're online like, oh, why don't this person just leave or whatever? But at the same time, these people is holding up my money, bitch. That's why. When they start giving me my money for my alimony and my child support from this dead spouse that y'all trying to keep up with this robot, then that's when I will be able to leave. You know, it just goes like that. That's the order of things. All right. Working with other family members. Again, this could be like, say your name is Brown and Johnson. They could be working with you. Okay, but your last name is Brown. So you got your dad's name. So Johnson is over here. But the Browns are the ones that's extorting and stealing all your information because they're the ones that have access to the files. So they could be distributing this money to other people or giving this as gifts to other people that's going to stay within their clan. It's like keeping money in the family. But whatever it is illegal. Yeah, they're keeping money in the family. Somebody could also trying to sell off their mate while they're still with them into another union. Right? You in the house thinking you married with somebody, but they already got you solidified in a union with somebody else. And you will not know about it, so you cannot exercise your right to annul something because you don't even know that this marriage has happened. All right? Or like I said, somebody could have been married twice. That's another reason why you will be taking your ass to jail. Because somebody was trying, this is somebody that can't do something on their own. They thought you can't do, but this person had to date and fuck with and have 3 or 4 kids with somebody in the last 4 years in order to be sure that they wanted to take that leg out of your house and go directly to that point if you kick them out. And if you kick them out, they're still not going to leave. They're going to still try to stay there because somebody is a fucking energy harvester. But whoever this is, they about to be burdened. Okay? Whoever this is that think that they did something sneaky. All right, to keep some assets amongst themselves. So what's the use of alimony and child support? So the mother can break away and start her whole life. It might be 10 years. It might be 2 years. It might be the rest of her life she might be able to collect from this person because of something that they did. okay, to ruin the relationship. Or this is like somebody went out and had children or something, and before you find out about it, they tried to hurry up and secretly get this kind of disconnect or whatever, or disconnect a contract or something. But the money still talks. The money is still talking. Because I'm telling you, whoever this is, whether it's me or somebody else, if you get up and leave your house and say, I'm done with this, I just don't want to be like this and that, and these people is talking about me. If you do this, they're going to send somebody right when you get out of that house. They're going to send a hitman to take you out and say that you was like on the side of the road doing drugs or something like this. Somebody going to pump your veins with blood, with some type of drugs or something, and they're going to find you dead on the street. Okay? This is how they doing it. All right? It's all about the money with these people. They can't, there's no other reason, no other way for them to support themselves but off of a living person's dynasty or destiny. Okay? Yeah. So again, somebody wants you to be burdened and be just like grab your stuff and your bags and walk out the door like, I'm getting out of here. Or this could be also somebody that's putting a lot of phallics on you, like saying you were sleeping with John and then the postman and all this other stuff. And this ain't even your burdens here. And so now they like kill. This could be like Islam, like kill the wife or something like this if the wife is having an affair. But you're not having an affair. This is somebody that gave keys out to their friends that sleep with their wife and rape them so that they can have footage to take to court and say that the person was cheating. To get this is either something somebody did, they about to do, or they thinking about doing it, or it's going to be happening in the future. Yeah, so that they can go off and be with another person here. All right. So if they got kids with somebody, this ain't even a person that they was already in this union with. Somebody just can't control themselves. Somebody can't control themselves, but these people about to be crying. The advantage is also you could have an original group of people that's connected to your energy, but this person might be a robot, and so they have a robotic, it's like Friday Night Freddy people ganging up on originals. Or people, I don't even want to say originals because we're going to think about the show, but people that's authentic. Okay, those of us that can't go through these transformations and upgrade ourselves all these times, we're supposed to have like some type of protection around us. All right, it's just a given, because there's other supernaturals and other beings that could hurt us for no reason, or attack us, or invade our privacy, or whatever this is. So this could be a situation here that the first half of your life you could have been with an authentic. But that person could have got taken out the game. They could have killed this person. They was too nice. They was too something, and they killed this person. And now they got you with the person. Whoever you with look kind of similar, exactly, almost like this person, but it's not this person. And this is something that don't have empathy. Okay, they just don't. Okay, so whatever they're doing, though, I'm telling you, this is about to be a harsh backfire on these people. It's almost like this 10 of Wands they wanted somebody to be in. That's what they about to be in. You got the 10 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Swords sitting all up on top of each other here. All right, and it could be finally this group here. This could be a group that been connected to a family for like 40, 50 years. It's like this is like the second generation. Like you could have been the only survivor of your family being massacred back in the day, and they replaced these people with plants. Right, and just kept you surrounded and kept these people feeding off of you and building lives and to leave you with nothing. So you're gonna die. It's basically you're gonna die anyways because you didn't know that you was this type of being that have these assets or whatever, right? Or you would have to go through these people to get it, and they don't want you to get it because they want it for themselves. They want you to die so they can just use it. They want to keep it away from you or something, or they've already used it and they don't have nothing to pay you back with, right? And this is all about somebody saying, it's my turn now. It's my turn now. So I don't know. These could be freakish cults that, these people is all sleeping around behind your back, or they all knew each other. Like I said, all these people are interconnected. They should not be. But all these people that I'm naming on my channel, this is like, I told you guys. This is like these people, when I was born, they said, hey, we about to start this cycle where we siphon this child. So who want to be on what side of the family? I'll be over here with these people. I'll be over here. I'll be over here. I'll be over here. And they all played a part in feasting or eating something of a child here. All right. So something about the backfire here. And then we got whoever this is. Somebody could be a track star. This is like giving me a 90s, 80s or 90s track star outfit. So somebody could have been an old track star back in the day. And they could have been running. They could be a runner. Like somebody could have been doing this. Somebody could also be a runner for the crown, a runner for a secret society. But you have exposed, or they have exposed something about themselves where they're not going to be able to keep doing the same thing anymore. It's like this is somebody that brought shame on the corporation because they was not able to do something efficiently. Like maybe I was never supposed to even wake up a little bit when these people did this. So this was scary for them, for somebody to wake up and ring the alarm at this level here. Even if nothing ever gets done in court, even if I never get justice, this could have scared these people. And now somebody cannot participate or be a part of something anymore. All right. And then again, we got a mother and child not being left out in the cold. Somebody could have even made the decision like, oh, I did that person wrong. Go ahead and I got it like this now. Go ahead and give this person. But they could have took this person out, right? They could have took this person out and finished up the case with a bot or with a clone or with an imposter or a doppelganger to make sure that this money don't get to the rightful person. Yeah, it could be this 9 of Pentacles in reverse, but this person about to go to jail, or this person about to lose their titles, or whatever this is, because another person is not dead, or it's not an end for this person. Okay, somebody could be immortal, or they could be a forever energy here. All right, so somebody that was doing something, they're about to lose some kind of standing here. Being in the vineyard or something like this, being in a part of the owning several plots of land or resources or cars or people or something like this. Okay. Yeah, because somebody could have lied and said a person was dead. Like, okay, say there's an inheritance from a Papa Was a Rolling Stone, like I told you before. This person that went through 3 life cycles, but because they kept their mouth closed or they took a different route, they was able to stay connected to whatever. So when they was dying, they can remember their life cycles and leave somebody something. But the child that they were with, the family that they were constructing at that time, after already rolling away from yours, right? This is somebody that was relocated to another state or something. Back like when they used to do this back with the what is it? Not the rolls, but the census. I started to read into the census a little bit more deeper, and then I noticed like a grandfather was stationed here, and then they was over here, and then it seemed like there was a different wife over here. I started noticing patterns with the censuses, that this what they were doing here back in the day. So say that the person cannot turn back, and they're in a secret society or a group, they cannot turn back and come back towards you, but when they die, somebody can call you and say, hey, did you know this and that, your uncle or your dad or somebody like this died, whatever this is. But somebody could have said they came looking for you or me and the person was dead. They could tie this back to the fact that this person could be the one that's with your mate now, or with your old husband, or with your I don't know, your old wife or something like this. Something is being tied together here as to 2 times when a big lump sum of money was coming towards somebody and they're not getting it. Of a prominent, this is somebody's daughter or somebody's wife, or this is somebody's son or their husband. All right, they should be the first. This is their main female or main male. They should be definitely getting something. So somebody could be getting caught up saying, hey, you have to give that land back, or you have to give whatever this is, because you said that this person was dead and this person is clearly not dead. Okay. Now, think about it like this, that for the past 15 or 20 years, this person always had you and this sister. Say this sister didn't come to you. They found out that you existed 20 years ago, but somebody said you can't go to her and you cannot say nothing. That's a different sector of life. You're there, the father is there with you, but guess what? Somebody could say, I can't go. They said, well, I want to know about this person. What's so special about this person? Now, this could only be my situation as being a Christ or a Christos energy. This could be only my situation because of that. You understand? So this is somebody like, I want to know about that bitch. And why is my dad guarding this person or something? Or why is my uncle guarding this person, or whatever this is? And so they start spying and is that you're going to get this big payout. This person wants to have it. right? Say this person was somebody that was a land energy, but you a star energy. You connected to the stars, or it's written in the stars what you're supposed to do. This person said, I don't want this land information. I don't want to be known for just doing land patterns or whatever the fuck this is. I want to be with the stars. And they started to proceed to do something, right? They started to proceed to take your destiny and then give you theirs or something here. Maybe even after selling off all this land and taking the money too. There could have been titles of land where there's one prominent person or two prominent people that they knew was going to be the one that was going to rise up in the family and then do something here or call attention to something, right? Where the other people in the family collected it and got it together to harbor it and save it amongst the family. But somebody is not seeing it that way. Like I said, they could have thought this was a competition. Let's see if we can go to the first, second, or third generations and see if we can find somebody better than this person. It's some shit like this. This person looked more professional or something. But somebody lied and said that the person was not alive. And they could have walked away with this person's mate or something like this as well. Yeah, these could be other like brothers and sisters or people that want to battle this person. All right? Say these people, okay, say when they was with your, okay, say your daddy was a Rolling Stone 3 times. The first time he lived with a bitch in the projects, they had a whole bunch of kids, da-da-da-da. He got with your mama. Y'all had like a single family life. Okay, boom, boom, boom. But when he rolled to the next stone, he could have went down south, got a big ass house, was a part of some secret society or some, a brotherhood or something. These kids had, nice clothes, nice things, a lot of money. This is like when they was with you, they was making $100,000 a year. But when they went to that third family life, they were making $200,000, $300,000, $1 million a year. There's a different lifestyle here. So these people is already set and laid up. But these people could have found out, oh, damn, this person had something that they was going to leave for that child. I want everything. You see what I'm saying? It's something like this that went on here. And then you got the Ten of Swords here, where there's going to be an ending possibly for these people for trying to battle somebody that don't even know who the fuck they is. All right? These people are trying to battle somebody that don't even know who they is here. And I'm telling you, people are like, you don't have nothing to do with this or something like this. But we got the Empress coming up next. Somebody supposed to know all about what's going on. They're not supposed to be, right? So these are people like, I don't want to build with nobody that be online talking shit all day. And I don't want to build with nobody that's in the area fucking on everybody all day. And going and building silent alliances and shit that I don't know nothing about. When I'm asking you what's going on, why you acting strange, I don't want to be with somebody like that. I don't want to be in a situation. I'm telling you, these people are trying to act like this is normal, but this is doing dark magic right in front of the Empress. This is somebody doing shit in the dark. Everybody think that dark magic is something so crazy. But this is just people keeping somebody in the dark about things that they're supposed to know about firsthand. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's time to start filling in the blanks as to what these things mean. Okay? This could also be somebody that keep on saying, like, am I wrong about X, Y, and Z? It's like, I don't want you. I don't want it to be a part of whatever this is. I don't want none of that. I don't know what somebody don't get. It's like, render me what's mine, and render Caesar nothing but jail time. The fuck? All right? So these people don't have the authority to do this. I'm telling you, this is people playing right in front of the Empress's face, or the Empress. Whether you think the Empress is a man or a female. Somebody is playing in this person's face. These people are doing something. I done bought it for her and I'm letting it melt. Hold on 1 second. What? What? All right, the thing that's tripping me out about this, especially in this town, is I can read, even on the people in this community, in this neighborhood that I live in, I can read the fact that whatever I'm talking about, has been going on over here for a long time. It's like somebody's letting a foreign agency come here and test on American people in a certain area where they don't have the authority to do this. They say, even you're talking about like places that's more like public aided, where the projects or something where they're under government, something, because it's public stuff, like, it's public aid, or you're in low income housing through the government or something. If they want to do something to you, I guess they could have the. Now wait a minute, because I just heard something. I heard that these are protected, but it's protected from certain elements, but they have their own elements that do shit with these people. Okay? So these are men that do this. This is like an organization of men that do this. They mentally manipulate these women, get them on some kind of roster. A lot of these women end up in the projects or something like this. So you could have a grandma or something. Okay, say me, like in my situation, being somebody that would be having another genetics, like royal genetics, or I'm connected to something else, or you could be a star seed, whatever, or whatever destinies you're talking about, indigo children, all this shit, rainbow children, whatever. Meaning that a lot of people put a lot of work in, but it's just your essence, your being around them people alone that elevated these people like a lucky charm. So say that you're the person, that the conduit that came with some type of financial backing, or you're the only one that was a star seed, but somebody cared about you enough to leave you money coming in every time, or you was a hidden royal child, or a hidden child of a sheik or something. And but whoever this is, they went out of their way to make sure that you was supposed to be taken care of. All right? None of the other but somebody actually just used all your resources to make sure everybody else was straight. And so now your grandma and them is not a project case no more. They out of the projects. They use you as a sacrifice to get them out of the projects. And then they think that they could kick you back and say, just go get on Section 8 or something. I promise you, in 30 years or 50 years, like your grandma, you'll be out of the projects by the time you 70. You know what I'm saying? Just because my grandma was in the project until she was like 70 fucking years old or something. Okay? So this would be somebody that wants you to take that route. It's not like when it says in the Bible, oh, somebody that wanted to be the most high is going to be the most low. No, somebody was born with a birthright of being the most high. And now they're waking up to that after so many people try to block this person from waking up from it. And they are the most high. They are the I am. And nobody's taking that shit away. Not even Donald fucking Trump or whatever's wearing that snowsuit. It's not happening. So now you at a point where there's favoritism here. All right? Because these could be men, they're centered by your grandmother or your mother. This is a man that they were the muse of this person. Then they met you or something like this, and then they had their eye on you a little bit too. But this really anchored is some spell work, or it's a ritual or something that they did that binds them to the mother or the grandmother. So it's kind of like an obligation then. But when it comes to a chosen one, you don't get to fucking choose. So this would be something like that. Well, where somebody wants you to go down to the lowest of the low, but this is where these people going back to the dust or back to the fucking bricks because of what they tried to do to this child here. And you did not have the authority to do any of this. It's just trifling. Like I said, this is the best way to use people. If somebody been with lack, or they are somebody that came from a poor community, urban area projects or something like this, all you got to do is give them a little bit of money. Throw $10,000 at all these people at some point in time. Every year, give them $10,000. They will kill for that shit. They're not going to want to get, and then a little bit of power, a little bit of movement, something like this. Oh, no. Now, they might not never, if they was witches or demons, they might never really hurt you in the physical before. But this money changes something. And bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, you think we about to go back to that? Hell no. Like Kamala Harris was saying, we ain't going back. Because, when you come from an urban area, people could check that shit if they want to and get it twisted. Even if you lived in the area, if you was around there a lot, they could check that shit and hear you talking like, professional, like talking like you at a work at an office or something like this. But they could tell you got something in you, though. Where you're not playing that shit. And that's why I'm telling you, whatever they're doing, they're trying to do it behind the scenes, things that are going unseen. This is why all these times they try to make it seem like the person is crazy that they're attacking. But so there could be something different. So I did want to clarify that it could be something different. They're under a different protocol. But if you're not in those areas, say you're in a rural area or you in a decent neighborhood or something, whatever's attacking you on the supernatural could be different, but they still don't have none. It's like, this is holy land. Remove that shit you coming up over here with, that even idea in your head. This is that. Remove your standing, nigga. This is holy land. This is the tree of life. You don't come around here wiping your feet on my bark and sitting up under here if you want to. You get what I'm saying? It's something like that. This is something about ancient lands rights or some shit like this that somebody is trying to perpetrate. Even when they're talking about land patents, I don't think that they could touch ancient lands. Now, you could be considered an ancient land. I could be considered an ancient land. And so these people don't have the authority to do something that they're doing here. They cannot do black dark magic on this person. So I was even here on my way back here from getting my food, just count it as these are workers. They don't want to be workers. You workers, and you think you working towards something. You working for something for this fucking person in the end anyway. Silly. Somebody don't have the authority to do whatever they're doing. If they're body swapping you, holding your body, you know, hostage and giving you a body that might be like, you know, harmed or something in any kind of way to torment or torture a person. I don't know why I just heard Watergate, because I don't know what the hell that would have something to do with this. These are also men that are getting defeated in some kind of way. They're being challenged by a feminine energy. Or I told you, some of these sheiks is actually females, and they're being challenged by another female. They've been able to sneakily do this shit. You're getting challenged or something and somebody don't like it. They don't like it. This could be also, like I said, doing something and putting something in the under chambers here. Somebody didn't have the authority to do this. Go put you in the cataclysms or the tombs, or somebody didn't have they don't have the right to do that. Yeah, they're going to have to bring somebody back, but I don't know why. Huh. Maybe this is somebody that worked on your body. See, this is where it gets kind of creepy. And they don't want you to be with this person or something like this. When you go through, whatever this transformation, they don't want you, right? But it's kind of messed up because somebody, like, should have, they could be thinking they're communicating with you, but the version of you that they need is with the enemies. And they just setting themselves up. Whispering sweet nothings in your ear. They're getting themselves caught up because that vassal that's connected to them telepathically or peer-to-peer is not here right now. It's with the enemies. In somebody's situation, or it's not there or whatever. So this is somebody that could have gave you like the magic word, like, if I ever do this, that means that's it. It's not going to be nobody else. Only me and you know this symbol. But like I said, if people spying on you, they could do the same thing. They could find out if say the special word is Shazam. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could do the same thing. Because this is about luring people off now. Yeah, somebody's going to lose a 10 of Pentacles that they have. Somebody tried to kill their wife or kill a queen or a god or something so they can go in some rinky-dink relationship or something like this. And they're about to lose that damn 10 of Pentacles. This is what this... everybody want to be in an all eyes on me type of situation. Because that's what this is. These are eyes, these pentacles. But whatever this is like dark eyes. These are the dark eyes. These could be sectors. This could be like... we'll just use something as that. This could be like the Vatican. This is the government. This is the music industry. This is something. You know, this is NASA. This is some other big company or something. The spiritual aspect of something like Noah, Noaa. But they know the bitch that they got in there is not clean or pure at all. They can act nice and smile all the time, but the bitch is dirty. Somebody got a dirty, heavy heart and a dirty soul and a dirty mind. So this is not somebody that God found and said this person is clean. It's not, because God is not even looking at your physical outer body. They're looking inside of you. So these are like organizations or something like this here. I don't know if this has got something to do with like the black popes or the darker part of this popestry. Because somebody could be lifting you out of like getting cleansed or going through a transformation, but they're trying to put somebody in the underground or the underworld. Justice. These could be the women that we read about in the Bible that get to choose their mates. They don't get chosen. These Queen of Wands energy that put in Queen of Wands work and Queen of Wands time, they get to choose their mates. They could choose and marry whoever these particular type of women. Okay. And this could be talking about, you know, women like in their 40s or something, when they go through, I call these Esther girls. Okay, Esther Island girls. Like after you like 40 or something, they take these girls to like a sanctuary, or they put them in a sanctuary type of lifestyle. Might be single, might have a man, I don't know. But they home is they home. They feel you know, like this. They can dig down in their home and start their life over or something like this. It's like retirement or something. So I don't know, where again, whoever they will be mating with or dating with, they're going to be in that type of something. They're not going to be having to fight young girls for men, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, these are also older men that can't wait for their wives to get in that wives club so they can start going after young women again. After, you know, using them up for all of their essence or something. I call these Esther Island women over 40 or whatever. Now, if you look young enough, or you keep yourself looking like what Beyonce said, the same way you did when they met them, maybe, you know, you could go on. This could be the reason why people trying to mess with people's money. But the thing is, they're not the judges of my caliber. You understand? They're not the judges of my caliber. They have thousands and billions of other women to play with like that. This is not my caliber, right? I got the right to sit down at my father's feet and then let him take care of something for me or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Or rest or whatever this is. Something is not being rejected as being seen as an injustice. And I feel like whoever this is that wanted a person be in the tennis wars, that's exactly what they're about to experience. But there's men that can't be in this competition either. If they hadn't done the work on themselves, if they doing certain things, or maybe if they're abusive, or if they haven't grown or something. But I'm hearing that the last couple decades or something, they've been letting these men, these childish men, or these men, you know, that don't deserve to be in this kind of heavenly point where a woman is done with all her partying, she ready to be with a man, submit to him, whatever like this. And these are good ass women that still look good, and you know, they could still dress or something, or they still got it in some kind of way, even if it's right, they still got it. So that's why somebody could be trying to mess with a person's money or the way they look. Like you know, even your body parts, making, like, trying to get you to be stiffened up, putting medicines inside it. Like some of the shit they say that they did to celebrities, they're basically doing it to unsuspecting people that's not celebrities. You get what I'm saying? This could also be exploiting people to make them have to be in a star realm or as a luminary, instead of moving higher to be as gods or what God said, or in a hierarchy or something. Somebody exploited you to make you, because if you get exploited, you get tricked, then you're going to be a star. You're going to be an inmate, or bound to a star, in a mate. This could also be people trying to be inside of you, restrict you from these things, make it seem like you don't produce growth or something, development, but it's because somebody wants to be a female this lifetime. They think I don't see this. Because again, let's just be honest, on this earth, there's people that are dispensable or something, and there's people that are not. And again, they're trying to make a person a luminary because you did not get whatever this is as a child. To know your place or know something. You don't have any, you're not having whatever it is that you need to show for right now to cross over. You know how like in Egyptian cultures or something, they say that, you know, or you'll hear some of these mythical stories or something like this, or legendary stories where, depending on how deep you go into some of these learnings, about having to pay a toll to get into the underworld or into the netherworld, and some people coming and they don't have nothing. This is why somebody was stripping somebody or withholding finances here. Okay? So, I don't know. Maybe because this is like a death penalty that a person put on somebody by being shady or stingy or greedy, or they wanted this blessing for themselves. Whoever this older woman is supposed to bring this to you. Older sister, auntie, mama, grandma, whatever. There is a King of Swords that is like, yeah, y'all just want to, you're trying to make this person this so y'all can just drain this person of their energy. This could be a group of people that's like, you ain't shit, you ain't got nothing, but somebody see what they're doing in the back end to try to swindle something to make you be, they know you got something left in you, and they're trying to make you be in a position where somebody else can continue to take advantage of that, instead of, hey, the person found out, it's over, nothing's happening here, you know, move the fuck on. It just is what it is. Y'all can't continue this. The person is aware, and what all they have to do is awaken and be aware. Cannot continue this. Or a King of Swords, this could be even a female, trying to clean themselves up, putting a nice suit on every day and things like this so they can be taken seriously, just so that they can try to make it so somebody can drain you of your energy. But I feel like if that's what you're doing, the next card up is the Six of Wands, and that's just not going to happen. Somebody trying to use a judge in the upright or an ecclesiastical George. Girl, somebody's name could be George. Washington, I don't know. I'm even hearing Curious George. Because I'm thinking about even this, okay, like Michael Jackson and his pet monkey. Somebody had somebody. What? You was his biggest star. Somebody had somebody. Somebody had somebody inside of some type of human circus. This Queen of Cups is going down. They being seen as, this like a Mommy Watson energy, as somebody that defiled people or something here. Yeah, this person was defiling someone. A Queen of Wands. They could have been calling this young lady a hoe, or trying to discriminate against this person because they was more sexual. Their sex appeal was higher growing up than this person. But this person could be sleeping with the main person that you were supposed to be with now. This Queen of Cups. And the person like it there, possibly. Okay? But people are realizing this Queen of Cups was trying to defile this Queen of Wands because of her sensual nature that she couldn't help. Because remember, a lot of this shit is not like you was pimping and hoes and your family is known for this. This is shit that was going on in the dark, like soft exploitation of a child. Things like this. The child would not know that they was being exploited. It's like the Truman Show. That's like all aspects of his life was on display without his knowledge. You know, why is that person doing this? Some queen, okay, some Page of Wands energy was also, this could be a younger feminine in competition with this older Queen of Wands that already paid her dues, however that may be. And this person was spying on this person, but what they said they seen that's going to try to block this person is not true. This is like somebody working with this secret society. Like, so what happened this week at your house? Yeah, my mom kind of flipped out the other day. She was doing this and she was doing that, and she yelled at my daughter or something, and da 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 da. And somebody like, oh, that's it, that's nothing. You sure nothing else happened? Like, come on, like, it got to be worse than that. Well, she did snatch her by the arm or something. Oh yeah, that's what I need. That's what I need. But that was somebody like nothing else. Like the child didn't get hurt, or they didn't get a bruise, or the child didn't fall down on the ground when she snatched her away from that oven. Something else didn't happen. Oh yeah, yeah. She bumped that part of her arm where that bruise is right there. Oh, that's what I'm saying. This is somebody that's like leading someone to say something. All right. They could be also lying about some type of exploitation here. Okay. If somebody was exploited here. Somebody lied and said like, oh, this person sent me these naked pictures, but they did not. Okay. They did not send these naked pictures here. But it doesn't matter because the naked pictures are out. It makes the person look a certain type of way. So now these people are like, now you like us. You got naked pictures leaked. You can't be the queen or something like this. These people are celebrating the fact that somebody was okay with people seeing. Maybe somebody was protective over this person to protect their nakedness at all costs. But somebody showed the nakedness. Somebody showed the nakedness of another person here. Okay, to fulfill something with these other people here. All right, they just wanted to see somebody be treated like them. These are people that put themselves in situations on a day-to-day basis to be exploited by men for money or whatever this is. You may not have, and they want you to look like them. So somebody here could look like the King of Cups. So these are women that hate this woman, that hateth the woman for no reason, out of envy or jealousy. And they feel they're going to sit with this person here. This could be this golden child energy. You could have been a crush. I could have been a crush of this person. Even though I never met this person, I don't know this person. I don't know how they would know me. This could also be this infinite waters energy. I be picking up on this. Somebody that people don't want to see in a bad light. Okay, people don't want to see this person in a bad light. Okay. Yeah, and maybe this person want to be with this Queen of Swords. This is, notice that again, you see all these people, well, the ones that we can see here. These people is darker skinned people. This is like a darker skinned woman saying it's our turn as darker skinned people to have something, but these people are foreign. They're not even from this country. What do you mean it's your turn? It's always going to be the copper girl's turn, and she still ain't had a turn. Darker skinned women and Caucasian women have run the beauty industry. There's not really that many copper colored girls that they represent in the beauty industry. They've had their turn. You get what I'm saying? This Queen of Swords could be dark skinned too. But this Queen of Swords want to be, say you a blonde hair person or you a Targaryen or something. This Queen of Swords is trying to be in this person's. Now, if this was you, it'd be in the upright. It's this Queen of Swords that want to be something else other than what they is here. Like I said, this could be somebody that thought dark girls or short girls or tall girls or Amazonian women didn't get the proper representation or something. And they feel like it's their turn. But all these people, all three of these people is about to be heartbroken. And I'm saying all three because something is pointing out this Queen of Swords in reverse that want to put somebody else's skin on. And then you got the King of Cups here. And you have this other dark-skinned woman here with that Three of Cups. these people for sure is going to be, they had a different agenda than the rest of these people they were celebrating with. And these people is about to be heartbroken here. All right. Yeah, some people could be about to go to jail too. This could also be somebody had you as a minor in order to be able to topple over you. Like, oh, this my child, this my dependent. Somebody could put you as they dependent on their taxes or something. And this gave these people the okay. Especially if you don't have a job or something, you're at home mom. This gave them the okay to dominate over or treat you like a child. These is people that might got money coming in. They might be, they got like 6 figures, or, they got money coming in or something like this. It makes them feel more legit than somebody that just was at home settling for scraps, right? Now if you got it out the mud and you got yourself to this position, and they jealous because you was able to do this without no mentoring, without no schooling, and they want to still look better than you. It's kind of like how when they were saying men, the difference between even black men and black women are going to school, getting educations, they're moving up in the food chain, and now they want to treat black men like shit. But this could be the same thing as their sisters. Like, mammified women are still looking good for their age, if they're able to keep up their appearance or buy nice things or something. They could still move, around nicely or something like this. Somebody try to ruin a person here. Yeah, this person could have been impersonated like they was the Christ and they're not. Or they was a Jew and they're not. Okay? Because I told you, you could be a Jew. And your papa could have been a Rolling Stone, but the first people he was dealing with could have been heathens or pagans. Then it was something else done, like when you were born, or when I was born, allegedly in the 80s, whatever type of birth that would have been, because somebody could be lying about somebody's age. There was an anointing at that time, and God came and blessed people or anointed them. But then when they went to the second or their third family that they created, that didn't happen. These are just straight demons. The person was dead already when they got there. And and like I said, these people are comfortable with what goes on the dark, what goes in the background, because they have to kind of be stealth in life because they're not supposed to be here. It's almost like the damn movie Final Destination. I don't know why I want to watch that movie again, y'all. I don't watch movies over and over again, but I don't know why I want to watch it again. All right? So somebody's not going to be able to steal this here. All right? This could also be, these are Dalit people or something. They're not commoner, peasants, and servants. That's the Dalit people are the people in the Sheol, or in the bottom, or the dark people, or dark soul people, or dark-hearted people. They could even be darker skinned in India. These are darker skinned caste people in like the country India. But these are not even commoner, peasants, and servants, right? Your parents could have been high priestly in the priestlyhood when they had you. And then the last 2 times they fell down to commoner peasants, and then they fell down into the Sheol. So it depends on what elements these people was playing with here. Okay. Hold on one second. They can't steal. The Ace of Cups is in reverse here. This could be even people this could be like 7-Eleven, where the languages they trying to build a Tower of Babel, and it's a no. It's a cease and fucking desist. Okay? But they could be still trying to get to this cup, but whatever they're getting is backwards. It's what's going to get let's just leave it like that. It's like they're about to drink their own poison. Somebody try to poison somebody's cup or information. And yeah, this is not going to be getting them the gifts and treasures that they thought, and the trinkets that they thought. Okay? It's just not. And then we have the 2 of Swords here. It's something that's being blocked. And this person is on this computer, on his laptop. Somebody could be close to you, trying to pick up a signal. It's blocked. You're not getting anything. Or you might get something, but it's going to be something that send you off a cliff. Send you packing, going on your way. All right? So, these are heathens making their permanent plans, but if you're not a heathen, why are you thinking that you incorporating, or you done took something from me? That's y'all shit to play with, or whatever this is. And if it's, I bet you if it's mine or if it's something of God, you about to be unhappy with this 10 of cups in reverse. And it's paid because you're not going to be birthing nothing with it because it belongs to the sun. Okay? The sun world card energy here. No, nobody's changing the way God feel about somebody. They mad. The Holy Spirit. The temperance world card sun energy. Somebody about to be mad. About to get everything that God said. Now, this could be this wonder energy. Feel like they blocking something. No, but you sitting in my identity here. Somebody's an identity frauder. Yep. Because I feel like these people try to make it seem like somebody was not a good mother. Okay. This could be this Love Jones energy. Me and Mrs. Jones. I'm telling you, these Love Jones people, you be tread like y'all think I'll be playing when I be bringing up last names until you just tread lightly. These people, the crest and the coat of arms, how they say, oh, the white man gave you to fit with. No, get rid of that name, bitch. You better know what name it was because it's a major factor in, one's identity, whether you are from that family or not. These are keys. You know, only the higher ups at the end when they start checking you and all this other stuff. Like I said, if you're not a threat and you're not the real ones, that's the only benefit that these people have is that they're moving people that's dead or they're not the real ones. They're moving them up. They're giving them the positions anyway. They're breaking the rules. They don't have the authority to do so, but it seems like that's what they're doing because they don't want the real in the room. Somebody could also be saying that they birthed a child. Okay, this is what this is. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. In somebody's situation, this person is acting like this because they saying they birthed a child. But this could be somebody that was sneaking around somebody's house. That's what I get with that whole George. This could be somebody that was like a associate of mine that actually found out where I lived and was snooping around my house or something like this. In some kind of activist group or something. They could have been sneaking around the house. And this is, I think, something more along the lines of this happened. Could have even placed themselves at a place to run into my spouse or something back then in Kenosha. Start fucking around with this person. Luring this person around when I was pregnant. Something like this. Okay. And then, like I said, some of these girls could be transgenders. They got phallics. This is the only way they might even let this person sit in the public in this position here. Unless they the almighty energy. That's the only other person the almighty is supposed to sit in this position. But maybe this person got a phallic here. All right. And they're trying to protect somebody or something here. Because people like to see something that's like passion fruit or something that's like exotic or something. What other kind of word am I trying to say? Something that is... it's a word that I want to use here. Like forbidden or... I don't know. So if somebody has been watching a masculine energy mate with a woman all this time, but they brought them through a secret society, and when they go through this, they have to experience being with a woman with a phallic. And some of these men don't come back from that shit after that. They keep craving it. They can't believe they did this. It's a damn word I want to use. This thing or something, and it's best to protect this person and not have them being looked at in the shower. Shit like that. Because people gonna, outside people are gonna know. But it's like these people like to see stuff like that happen. Like the first time somebody have sex with an animal or, I don't know. It's something about, it's not, I don't know. And then to see who the person is and, say it's two people that had a boring sex life all the time, and then you see this person beating it up somewhere else. Like, I mean, I guess that would get people off or get people like, yay, or something like this, okay? So, we got Judd in reverse. Somebody named Judd is in reverse. Somebody's name could be Ashley. Or somebody named Jug. Maybe somebody is saying that I had babies with these men that was connected to these women that was around me that couldn't have children, or they didn't want to carry the children. I don't know if they were stealing seed. That's what I'm saying here. So this is just giving me something like that too. Like, one of my cousins is saying that one of her children, or You know how in families it might be somebody that's born, they be like, damn, how the hell she look like Reba's little girl. Yeah, that girl look like Reba little girl. I don't know, your daughter's daughter looked like her cousin's baby or something like this. And they're like, no, I don't see that or something like this. Something is not right about something here when it comes to a child. Somebody could have said that you got pregnant by their baby daddy. Something like this. I don't know. But they're going to have to give up on this. That you did something behind their back. This could be somebody trying to think of a time when you betrayed them, but you never did. Also, when you were younger, there could have been a group of people around you that had the keys to your access to you. And they was giving you fentanyl and selling your ass off at sleepovers and stuff like this. Because they knew the ins and out of the games of exploiting like a town beauty or somebody like this. All right? And out of jealousy and envy, they didn't mind doing this. They knew it would ruin somebody's future. Yeah, so maybe a person would not be looked at as a female emperor. But I feel like they're going to have to walk away from the idea of that too. Because what do a female emperor look like? Somebody that might strut their stuff like a male do without no questions, no worries, no nothing. That's what it would look like. Chariot in reverse here. And when they get judged by a community, they say, go screw yourself, because who the fuck is you to judge me? You're not God. And these people want to be the judges of regular people or certain people so bad, girl. They want to be. All right? But we got the Chariot in reverse as being blocked when it comes to a certain situation here. All right? I'm just pulling these cards right out of the thing here. So that they can't bring somebody a tower. Maybe this person is rising above. They thought they was going to rise above the throne of God or Gaia energy here. Okay. This could be also a masculine energy, because a lot of men can put on this front, like if they end up with children, like a gay couple or something, it look like, you know, they do a really good job on the outside of, you know, and if everything is okay and they're not harming these children, shit, people can do their thing. But I feel like somebody's challenging you, like, oh, look at this mother. She's a mother. She has all this going on. She has a job, and she's able to keep on her feet all day, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, well, that's a masculine. That's a man. The energy and things of a man is different than a woman. And maybe this person didn't actually have a child. They didn't actually have a child. And so that makes a big difference. Birthing fucking you never recover fully from birthing fucking children. Think about people that have 4, 5, 6, 7 children. You never fully recover from it. So that will be the difference as well here. Okay. Even the emotions and feelings that mothers would have after having a child, even if you're a woman and you didn't actually have the child, you didn't experience those things. And if you're a man, you definitely didn't experience them things. It's things that go hand in hand with birthing children. So I don't know if these dark skies could be trying to not give this person a tower, but the head is coming off anyway. All right? They're trying to stop this tower for this Wonder Woman energy or something like this. Or whoever this is, this Jones person, but it's happening anyway. Yeah, the dark skies be coming at me because they may like something with this new person. Something is getting stopped, and this money is getting stopped that this person is getting. This might even be where you're going to get to see this person's real nature now. Without the finances. Some of these girls that was given what do you call it when a record label or something give you an advance? Yeah, some of these people could have got, these girls and guys could have got advances. Right? Somebody's mad about this. Getting an advance here. Also, we had to be careful. Like I told you, the world card don't give a fuck about what's being said. There is no filter. But some people got to be careful because they trying to switch us around. If you got the gift of gab, or you a seer and you actually doing your thing, some people are trying to knock the top off and then put another top on there. So you could be speaking something, since, like I told you, some people are involved with these rings. That's how they know what's going on. They can't see shit. They acting psychic. They involved in these rings. They know what's going on behind the scenes. They know how to speak on it without, revealing and getting the people in trouble. These are also sociopaths or something like this. They'd like to hear about their work, but these girls know how far they can go with explaining it without saying too much. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference here. All right. And then you have somebody that is, like I said, a world card energy. There is no filter. It can seem like tattling or going too far, or you're gonna get your ass in trouble talking all that shit. Because sound like that. The point was something very important. The difference between those that are involved in it, and that's how they know what's going on, and the ones that are actually really channeling. Oh, that's what I was saying. Because some people are knocking off the tops, thinking that they slick, passing you off to somebody else. When they open up the top and they switch that thing, the person that thought they was getting away with something, or was like, oh, this is wasteful or something, when it get in the hands of your enemy, that shit, that it's starting to make you think about the Eight of Wands. Something is about to drive something right through somebody's fucking chest, playing around. That's what I'm saying. And somebody is so happy about this. They're like, oh yeah, you don't want that one? Go ahead and give it to me. Yeah, it ain't even really that. I probably just park it in the garage and shit like this, and somebody about to get that shit tooted right the fuck up. And boom. Just saying. All right. This is also going to prove that somebody was manipulating the energy while you was with them to make it seem like you don't got it like that. And somebody is this person that somebody can't birth nothing with, or they can't even have children. So this is like, oh, you knew that you had the Empress and you traded for a Nine of Cups, and you made your Empress have a child by your Nine of Cups. That could be the Nazaya Harris energy. This could be this last child here. When they say that with the Zimmerman energy, if this is like a doppelganger case or ritual case, somebody's spouse or my spouse could have actually got attacked and beaten up so that these lost boys or lost girls could have access. This could be like Vampire Diaries type shit, like meeting with like the regular world or just the regulars world. So somebody, you didn't birth this child with this person. They did something illegal in order to get this child and then sit up over me or you in a position, and it just is not going to work here. Yeah, somebody about to be free to go. These are people that they say they care about you, but they got to pile up cases and false cases and shit like this, and dig up old cases and put your name on it as the evidence, put your DNA in there, bring up cold cases and get you attached to them. Like, oh, finally we found this killer, so that they can have a power over you or power of attorney over a person. Yeah, so they can manipulate or finagle something or go back and forth or yo-yo you around. You can't play with my yo-yo. Yeah, but this is not going to get birthed here. I'm telling you, somebody, they went the wrong way here. Right? And somebody could about to be in this King of Pentacles energy. Like, I don't give a damn about none of that. Just, you better run me my shit. Okay? And then you got, right behind that was the Two of Cups. I let it go, but right behind that was the Two of Cups. So somebody could be getting in the Two of Cups. And then, like, look at you sitting there looking all stupid and lonely and by yourself or something. And your person about to go get in the Two of Cups. But, I mean, I guess it shows that somebody's not a hater. Because if they go in this is somebody that's unhappy about having to go in this Two of Cups already. It's like they leading them to the slaughter or something. Somebody feel like they being led to the slaughterhouse. About to be, yep, there go the Two of Cups. They feel like they being led to the slaughterhouse going up in this situation. Ooh-hoo-wee. And that's why I say I don't know who the fuck get themselves into situations like that. Now, if somebody is doing like this to you, it is all 100% behind your back. I feel bad because I think that that's what they did to me. But if you thought you met somebody and y'all been cooling and everything, and you didn't see it in front of your face that it was a trick. That's you took the bait. Because I feel like somebody is mad. They got like a hook in the water. It's a big sack of meat hanging off of it. They waiting for, a big alligator to come, like a big steak hanging off something. They put it in the water, dangling around, trying to catch an alligator. But they can feel little nips and, little pull on it, but it's just little baby alligators biting at it with a little mouth like this. Little biting on it. You can feel it like fish nibbling on it and stuff like this. You can feel the cord moving around a little bit. But when that big alligator come chomp on it, you're gonna feel it. So somebody feels like somebody is like nibbling off, or how it be on a cartoon. I need my CarMax, y'all. I don't know why I think my D baby got a hold of it, because I think she had the red cap on her fingertip the other day. Can't keep shit around here. But you know how it be like on a cartoon or something like this, when like Tom and Jerry, and the person put this big, like I said, a stupid steak on there. Excuse me, they think they caught the person or whatever. They caught that other animal or the other being that they're after. And then when they pull up the thing, the whole steak is gone. And they didn't even get no pull or nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? And the person, how the hell did you eat all that steak from around there? I didn't feel it and I didn't catch you. And they like, yeah, ooh, it's on there, it's on there. And they pull it up and ain't nothing on there. The meat ain't on there, the animal ain't on there, nothing. So it's something like that. Somebody could be feeling like this, that you keep finessing something. So just basically fed the damn alligator, just got away. You didn't even get on the hook. All right. But anyways, y'all, I'll be back.